It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. 50 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 54, down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
59, ready. Hey, check that. 41 come up, 41 come up. Check, 41. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 41 Mike, 41. Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Ryan. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Yannick Ngakoue. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. First carry now for Justice Hill. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
41's coming. 41's the mark. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chuck Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
With it is Brown. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the 38, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Jordan Richards, the one there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to go up top again. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here we go, D.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. They're going to need some therapy after this.
To throw again is Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On first down, Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. Now Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. Yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They run it again with Hill.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got Snead. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Now Ito Smith. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now with Smith. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Smith. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On second down, it's Smith. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run with Smith. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, it's Smith. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 3rd down, Smith. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get yourself.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really... It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Smith. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Dobbins running out of the gun. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. He'll buy some time right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On second and a yard, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Down to the 25. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Smith. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Smith. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's checking crack. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Smith. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, it's Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Flushed out right. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side at Snead. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Throwing again, Jackson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Smith. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Ryan wants to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 48. Mike 48. Hey, South. Hey, alert 48. 21. 48 right now. Let's go. Bandit. Bandit. 48. 48 for Mike. Wait. Defense, keep it up, guys. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. 11. 48.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell, and that will write a finish to this ball game.